What's happening? Yep, this stuff is crazy. Got a new theories kind of emerging. It's like, alright, this Flint water crisis with the lead, how they kept dropping that, like that got dropped far and freaking wide. Lead. Which, lead is, it's pretty much, you can, it's traceable. But what if there's actually another carcinogen at work, like arsenic, and they said it was lead to intentionally throw people off so that they could actually, instead of cure them, actually give them more poisoning. Very tricky, man. Very tricky how these people are, because also that does get into the water, and it's odorless and tasteless. So it's, if you didn't know about it, and here's another thing, it'll cause you to die in such a way where, unless you do a special kind of test, you wouldn't even know. But it would look like dehydration, it could look like kidney failure, it could cause a stroke. Stroke's a real good one. And here's another thing too, dude. Listen, Detroit had this problem happen before us, where it was problem, reaction, solution. They basically let the water get so bad. Like, and Detroit is next to a freaking lake. Look at this. But they wanted a pretext for people to demand the UN to take over. But if you go around the world and you look at UNICEF and the WHO, everywhere these guys go and bring their water, it breaks out into worse famine and drought and pestilence and manipulation and oppression and rapes and all that than it was before there was the water problem. So once again, it looks like a problem, reaction, solution. And I was listening to this Amy Rant person, and she's talking about socialists and communists, how basically they constantly make the people revolt to communism and then revolt to socialism, and they're just getting the same thing over and over and over. And they promise them like free health care, universal health care, like the T4 Nazi death panels, and they basically get your guard down and be like, oh, you can get free medical help, but they actually give you the disease that they're going to give you the poison to cure you from, which is, it's quite ingenious. And here's another thing, the old Batman movie, it basically said that, like, when you mix the shaving cream, look at this, it's like a window in the sky. Look, right here, you can see the lines, like it's a square. It's very square. Anyway, it said, like, if you mix the mouthwash with the shaving cream, you'll, and then the shampoo, basically they were going to hide chemicals in different things that we use, and none of them are poison alone, but when you mix the two, you get like this Dwayne Wigington dude, this thing he called, it's called synchronicity or biosymbiosis, and the two elements join together and create a higher unstable compound. And I mean, and look, this is basically how it works. And they have really done that. Because I mean, in a way, you can look at the dope game, and you can look at the whole California crystal epidemic, and basically they take normal stuff and they go take a bunch of it and do all these processes to change it. And it was basically, the stuff was made so they'd buy it, so you can get money from both sides, from the consumer industry of these people that are doing these criminal deeds, at the same time as busting them and throwing them in prison. So I mean, it's a full spectrum dominance. It's like really pressure from above and below, but the same people in the middle control both sides, in other words. It's freaking nuts like that, but that's really the way you got to look at things. Look, that's a Batman sign right here. Pink Batman. Yuck. Alright, anyway, I'm going to get off here and take some pictures, man.